I can't even believe this is a real story, and if you haven't heard it, you know I got you, and I'm going to share it with you. This right here is Miss Miriam Phelps, and Miss Phelps was the superintendent of the Poway Unified School. And this school apparently has a very good girls softball team, which her daughter won MVP. Her daughter was MVP for pitching, won the award. They had a banquet, and they celebrated her daughter at the banquet as the MVP. And that is what led to Miss Phelps losing her job. Let's get into the video. Before we get to the video, welcome, my friends. I am Bushes99, and if you haven't already, let's go ahead and hit that like button just because it's me, your girl. And also subscribe, and you'll get a heads up every time I'm out here doing my thing. So without further delay, let's get into the video. All right, here's the banquet where the daughter was celebrated, named MVP, and given her award. We are listening for the applause. Do you feel like the applause could be labeled as bullying and non-supportive, or do you think the applause was sufficient? Leave me a comment and let me know. Me, myself, I found it sufficient. So that was the applause. I don't feel like it was low. I don't feel like it was a disrespectful sound of applause. I think it was healthy, it was good, it was supportive. She should have felt happy. Now, there was nobody yelling woohoo and all that kind of stuff with the applause, but there was still applause nonetheless. I felt like they were in support of their teammate. Well, the superintendent, she did not agree. In fact, she went so far as to text each one of those players on the team after the banquet, well after midnight. And she called them and she texted them, and she wanted to know why they refused to clap loud enough. They didn't clap loud enough for her. They weren't supportive. They didn't celebrate her appropriately. She felt like the sound of applause was disrespectful, and it was a form of bullying. And she demanded that they tell her why. If they had conspired to disrespect her daughter at the banquet, she wanted to know who was responsible for it. And if they didn't tell, she was going to have consequences. Everybody was going to have consequences. I think she said like administrative consequences for each one of them. She stalked them for a period of time. She fired the coach, saying that he was probably the ringleader. She also had one of the girls barred from playing softball the following year, and most of those girls were going into their senior year. So you could imagine if their softball talent had anything to do with scholarship offers for college or after that. That ruined that chance for a lot of them. Some of them weren't allowed. They were threatened to not be allowed to participate in the graduation and a number of other things. She really took it way, way, way past the guidelines, and she needed to be stopped. And ultimately she was. Miss Miriam Phelps was terminated from her position. And not only that, she went viral for being a Karen.
Unanimously to terminate for cause Dr. Phelps' employment agreement and services as superintendent of Poway Unified School District, effective immediately.
The board has lost all confidence and trust in Dr. Phelps' ability to continue to serve as superintendent, as well as in her ability to continue to work collaboratively with the board.
After an independent investigation, hearing from 41 witnesses and reviewing numerous documents, the Poway Unified School Board announced it is firing Superintendent Dr. Miriam Kim Phelps.
What do you think about that story? Leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Stay fly. Bye.